open your music.
Maybe she say Mommy G.O.
Mommy G.O. Whatever you are. Hello. Do not bring it to the marriage. Not when the man wants sex and then the man has to struggle with you. He has to bargain with you. So women go to the extent of even using sex as a condition to get something from their husband.
Hello guys, welcome once again to Think Tank TV. My name is Moses Warivo and we're on our relationship show as promised. We have in the house Sister Mercy Chepaka. We're going to be talking about relationship just like we promised every Friday. If you're new to this station, ensure you do well to click the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing and do us a comment. And we're going to be here to serve you. In our penultimate meeting, we talked about red flags in relationships. In our last episode, we spoke about communications in relationships and why people ghost you. Today, we want to talk about understanding the men folk and the female folk. Sister Mercy Chepaka is going to do justice to that topic. So join us to make welcome on set, Sister Mercy Chepaka. Thank you so much once again for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah, so
nice having you again.
Yeah, so we want to talk about understanding men and women in a relationship. That is the languages, how they understand and how they see things.
Okay.
I heard of the story of a pastor who was talking about how one of his female members came to him one of the days crying that her husband is not being responsive at home. She was complaining bitterly. He comes back late. He doesn't take care of his responsibilities and all that. She was a fervent member in church. She always comes to church to follow up church things. So he now one of the days sat with her and spoke to her. What is the problem actually? He now found out from the conversation that she wasn't giving the husband enough time.
Okay.
He did a message to the husband and asked the husband to see him. And after deliberating with the husband, he found out that the lady was not giving him enough time. He actually sent a letter to the husband apologizing on behalf of the lady.
Okay.
Telling him that he's going to send his wife back home to do what her job is. So you see that majority of the problem in that marriage had to do with understanding what the male wanted. He wanted respect. Because from the complaints the husband had, he was talking about the fact that the wife gives so much attention to church.
Okay.
In fact, one of the days he said he asked the woman to go back home. Don't come to church. Go back and take care of your husband. Why? Because the male folk need respect, and that's what they interpret love to be, right? So let's talk about understanding what the male need and understanding what the female need. So you give us a background of it, of what your thinking is, and we can take it up from there.
Okay. Wow. This particular scenario is not something that is unusual.
Yeah.
It's not something that is also unheard of. We've had incidences like this where couples come up and then they have quarrels thereabout. In fact, something similar to this was a man who also needed attention from the wife. He needed time from her, and this woman was not always around. She got a job in Abuja. She left, and then the guy had to sleep with the sister she provided to be meeting the needs of the husband, like cook for him, take care of him. She just felt it was cooking and making sure there was food in the house. And when she left, the man needed more than that. He never wanted a maid. If he wanted a maid, he would have just gone to hire one. So what happened? The wife, the sister was meeting his needs, his domestic needs. And what happened? He had to switch lane to the younger sister. By the time she came back from her Abuja trip, the younger sister was pregnant. So men and women have diverse needs in relationship. And until we understand these dynamics, we cannot really have a successful dating relationship or even marital relationship. Now, one of the things that men need, like you stated, you mentioned one of them, a man's major need is respect. Aside respect, there are other things men need, like sex. He needs a woman to be domesticated.
So we're going to get to that.
Okay, before we get to that one. Yeah. But then, yeah, these are the diverse, even women, they have their also basic needs. When the Bible say, let me use that as an example. When the Bible say, husbands, love your wife. You cannot love something you don't understand. And how can you love the woman? You have to first of all know her love language. And speaking, when you're talking about love language, it's not your family dialect or your cultural language. Love has a language. You have to understand first of all this person. A lot of people know people, but they don't understand them. So when you get to meet this man, meet this woman, you want to understand them from the root. How do they express love? How do they want to be loved? Because when a situation where we see situations where people love people the way they feel, the way they assumed they should be loved, not necessarily trying to be intentional into understanding how they want to be loved. Now, until you love people the way they want to be loved by meeting their basic relational needs, they will feel you don't love them. So you might be thinking, I'm bringing 100% into this relationship. But you're not doing nothing. Yes, you're doing the wrong thing. You're not doing anything. So the basic there is understanding of your partner, of the man, and also the man understanding this woman.
And there are diverse ways these things are interpreted. And
how, yes, on their diverse ways of interpretation of love. How they want to be loved, what they need, their diverse basic relational needs. What is a man's basic relational need is different from a woman's basic relational need. So
we're going to get to that. But before I commence to talk about what the needs of a man is and the needs of a woman is, I read of something where the writer was actually trying to talk about what the necessary need of a person is. He said, for instance, if you pick up a car, if you get a car, and then you know that you don't like fuel, but your car needs fuel, you may feel that you love your car so much, and you want to go and get your car juice to drink. That's not what the car needs.
Exactly.
The car needs fuel. So, irrespective of what you feel and how you feel, or what you feel like giving to your car, what your car needs is fuel. And if you go and give your car juice, your car will malfunction.
Exactly.
So we're talking about the needs.
And you need to give the car the fuel.
Exactly.
So the car can also carry you to your destination.
Exactly. So that's what we're talking about. So we're going to be talking about the needs. You don't want to miss our next episodes. You need to do well to hit the subscribe button, follow us. We're going to be bringing diverse contents to you that will be very educative to your mind. So I want to talk about, first of all, before we go to the needs of a man and the needs of a woman, I want us to delve into who actually has the major responsibility of keeping a relationship. Because different people have different school of thought. Some people think it's about, the Bible says the woman that builds the house, so it's basically the woman's job. Some other people say, the man is the head of the house. So as a relationship professional, can you help us out here?
Okay, when it comes to keeping a relationship, the question is, who actually keeps the relationship or holds or does more in a relationship? My own perspective is not to the man, it's not to the woman. They both need to mutually work together to keep the relationship. It takes two to tango. One should not be complacent and say, let me just stay. Is my wife that is supposed to keep this relationship? So the wife brings 20%, he brings 50%. It's a 100% thing. And that's why when you want to marry, we look at compatibility. You want to marry someone that is compatible with you in all spheres. Purpose compatibility, recreational compatibility, in fact, compatibility or ideological compatibility. So, and somebody that is going same direction with you. You don't want to go into a relationship and then you're like, no, it's a man that should keep it, and then it should be like that. For instance, some people say the man, we all know that the man is the head, but the woman is the neck. They function together into ensuring that the body works properly.
So you're saying it's not the man or it's not the woman?
It's the both of them.
Wow.
It's the both of them. It's the both of nobody should be complacent in this to say or be passive while the other one is so active and then doing everything. No. When the Bible says, just like you stated, every wise woman buildeth a house. When a woman wants to build, she needs something to do or build. When they say every wise woman buildeth a house, the man gives the woman the raw materials for the building. For instance, he gives her the cement, she builds. Women are receivers, and whatever they receive, they do what they multiply it. A wise woman will multiply it. You give her a sperm, she gives you a child. You give her money for soup, She produces
The soup itself.
a prepared soup for you.
Yeah.
But the foolish one in those contexts, for instance, you give her money for soup and she uses it to go and buy Brazilian hair, use it to go and buy both straight hair. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
So that one is acting foolishly. She's not building. She's not building.
So that's the context.
That's the context.
Meant there.
Yes, that's the context. She shouldn't act foolishly. She shouldn't at all.
Wow.
But
Yes.
it's a unanimous thing.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's go straight to the needs of a female. Let's start with females, right? What do you people really need?
Okay.
What do you need from us? In fact, we are tired. Let's hear from you what you need in a relationship.
What women need, you need not what I need. What we need.
Okay, yeah.
Some of the basic needs of a woman. First of all, like I said, understanding her love language. When the Bible says, husband, love your wife. You cannot love her without understanding her love language. So some of the basic needs of a woman, number one is affection.
Affection. Okay, you want that to be like a capital letter.
The capital, yeah.
Okay.
Affection.
Wow.
Women, we love affection.
Okay.
We love the tender love and fondness this thing the man gives to us. Affection is not sex. A man can be like, but I sleep with you all the time. I buy you this all the time. I give you money. Affection is not money giving. Because some men define provision or care for a woman by giving her just money. Money is not the basic.
So affection is not money here.
Affection is not money here.
So what is
but in affection, it can be there. But the affection is not like money. Okay. Affection is not sex for the woman. Affection is not money for the woman. Affection is those little things you do to show care for her. For instance, she goes to make her hair. She comes back, you look at her and tell her, oh, your hair is beautiful.
It's money they used to do the hair.
I don't know. Okay, it's not the money that is black. She goes to make her hair. Yeah. She wants you to tell her, women, we are auditory beings. We are moved by what we hear. We want you to talk to us. She wants you to tell her, I love you. Some men don't say this word. Say, but I'm doing it now. A woman wants to hear it. Tell her, I love you 100 times in a day, if you can. She wants you to touch her. Women want their husbands to kiss them. They tell her it's not the side. They mention sex here now.
In the public or inside the house?
Even if it's in the public. Some women, they prefer PDA, public display of affection. She wants you to hold her hand while you're walking with her. She wants you to be free to kiss her. She's someone that appreciates that. Those of women are shy, but majority of women will not mind.
Especially if it's their husband. Right?
Especially if it's their husband, yeah. Take her, tell her she's beautiful. Go out, even if, let's say you're going out, you thought of her. You can just get to the bush part. You don't have money for a big flower. Pick the grasses, put it in a container, and then come to her.
In this our world.
Yes. Yeah, so,
in this hour, in fact, I believe greatly that we'll have a lot of people in the comment section telling you that they prefer money to bush.
No, excuse me. It's not about the grass or the thing, but it's about the
message,
motive and the message. Exactly. And then you pick this flower on the road, and then you put it in a container and say, I thought of you, please. This is it, as green as this flower.
But if I want if I want to stand on behalf of some ladies now, I think they'll be thinking that flower should be made of money.
No. A woman that is really ready to do marriage, that is really ready to be in a relationship. We're not talking about matured women. We are talking about real matured women that really know what relationship and marriage is all about. It's not about what the man gives you. Again, it's the motive behind it. You know that what he's doing now, let's say he doesn't have, when he has the bigger one, he's going to do more. It's not a man that is still. So we want our men to show us affection.
That's talking about affection. So what are the other things?
Second one, attention. Affection, attention, tenderness, care. A woman needs her husband or her man to be honest with her. A lot of people can lie for Africa. I know what dishonesty does. Once trust is gone out of a relationship, everything is gone. Some men can lie. Husband can lie. Tell you not lie, but you lie. She wants her man to be honest. Women also need financial support. Remember, I did not put it at the top. Financial support, meaning you take care of her.
But we don't want to go deep in that area now,
Yes.
right? Because I like us to treat that as an episode.
Okay.
Perhaps maybe in our next series we'll look at
Okay.
finances and how finances should be looked at. So let's quickly run into what men need. I know you're a woman, but based on your experience and the profession which you're practicing, which is relationships, right? You should be able to tell us what men need in relationships, so it doesn't look like I'm talking from one perspective.
Okay.
Tell us as a professional.
All right. Men interpret love. When you tell a man I love you, the man is not listening to the love there. His interpretation of love is your level of respect for him. When the Bible says, wives, submit to your husbands, for instance, the word submission is synonymous to the word respect for the man. So a man's major need in a relationship, one of his major needs is respect. He wants a woman that can respect him. Some women do not have real respect for their husbands or for their men. How you talk to him, how you serve him food, how you represent him outside. Very important. Some go outside and then you just don't even care that you're bearing a man's name.
Wow.
At all. So respect is very important to a man.
We want respect.
Yes. Another thing that a man needs in a relationship, as a wife, you're in a relationship with this man, he wants availability of enough sex.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yes, men need sex. If you know you are not ready for sex as a single girl, do not even go and get married. Don't go and frustrate another woman's son. You know that you hate sex. You know that your Mother Mary, Mother Teresa, Mother whatever, go to the convent. Go and open your music.
Maybe she say Mommy G.O.
Mommy G.O. Whatever you are. Hello. Do not bring it to the marriage. Not when the man wants sex and then the man has to struggle with you. He has to bargain with you. So women go to the extent of even using sex as a condition to get something from their husband. The man touches you like this. He said, remove your hand. That rapper I told you to buy for me, did you buy it? That thing I asked you, did you do it? She wants to sleep. She wears khaki, jeans, everything, and set her bum like this one side. And punishes the man. And what would the man do? When he tries, he doesn't want to struggle with his woman for sex. So when he tries, he leaves you. And that's one of the reasons why you see men are being unfaithful. Some men are unfaithful because of that.
Yeah, they divert their attention.
They now divert because they are looking for that sexual thing. Sex to a man is like food. After food, the next thing is sex. And that's how a man expresses his own love, his own. He feels he's a man when you submit yourself to him.
That's exactly what the
Bible says. Enough sex bonds even the relationship. I don't know why some wives shy away from it. I don't know. So whatever, yes, you have to check. Open your leg. Open yourself for your husband. You're not ready, don't go there.
Wow. Let's say we are already. Can you just wrap up a little so we can?
Yeah, so the next one a man also needs is a woman that is domesticated. He wants to have a clean house. He wants a woman that will put his house together.
Domestic support.
Yes, domestic support. A woman that can take care of the home.
Exactly.
Not just someone that can fix leg and fix eyelashes and fix hand and fix yourself and start to do your very psychedelic slay queen. That's where the thing ends. You're just slaying it outside.
Okay, so Bessie, please. I know you can go on and on and on, but one last question. Let's wrap up with this because we're quite time bound. Majority of the times, a man chases a woman, chases her, buys everything for her, but as soon as he gets her, at some point he stops chasing her. And the woman is like, doesn't give me attention anymore. What is the reason why the man would stop chasing a woman? And what do women need to do to ensure that their man keeps chasing them even when they are married?
Okay, 2 reasons. If they are not married, let's say we are dating, and then the guy is chasing the woman, and let's say he gets what he wants. For instance, if he's a chaser, I think in one of the episodes we talked about 2 types of men. We have the chasers and the keepers. So if he's a guy that is a chaser, he's chasing because there is something, he has a conquest he wants to conquer. So once he gets that thing, he stops chasing, and that might be sex. For instance, if he gets it and he's gone. So these are not the kind of guys we are looking at. But let's say in the context of marriage, the man was chasing you while you were married to him, while you were dating,
married, yes,
and while you were courting, and then after the marriage, he's not chasing you anymore. So many things might
okay, so let's just major on
one of them. Might be that the man is just complacent. Either I've gotten her, so no need to put more effort. That's just one side. But the other one is either the woman on her own had stopped doing those things she was doing that was attracting the man or helping him in the chasing. Either she has stopped taking care of herself, she's not looking good anymore, she has started becoming disrespectful, you know, all those things she was doing that were attracting the man, she has stopped doing them. So the man looks at her and he's like just tired, and he's tired of chasing her anymore. So what she has to do is keep doing those things that attracted him in the first place.
Exactly.
Not after marriage, you just keep your head like that. You carry hairnet from morning till night. You're not looking well dressed.
Smelling hairnet.
Yes, you're not looking well dressed anymore, etc.
Wow. So you've heard it. You've heard it, ladies out there. We like to chase things that gets us attracted. We like to go after things that
men are moved by what they see.
Yes. We like to go after things that are attractive. So you need to continually make us to be attracted to you so that we can keep chasing you, right? We're going to be bringing in our next episode finances. Finance is one of the major reasons why people's marriage crash.
Exactly.
One of the major reasons why we have issues in relationships. We're going to dig deep into it. We're going to study deep for you, and we're going to be discussing finances in relationship, right? And finances in marriage, especially. I think that episode is going to be very insightful.
Very.
So you don't want to miss it. Subscribe to our station. Give us a comment. Tell us the topics you'd like us to treat, and we're going to be here to serve you. Mercy, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was a nice time. Thank you, viewers, for watching. My name is Moses. Bye for now.